from the high down into the low. Not sure my microphone was on there just then. Should be working now though. Sorry, just a moment. So that's the area that I'm looking at from the high down into the low. And what we have within a premium is what we've just discussed, that daily resistance. So you can see I've got an alarm on there, or an alert, okay? Should be blue, I don't know why it's grey. So basically when price, or if price decides to reach here, then I'll be alerted and I'll be looking for a 3-pin pattern. It is as simple as that. What we also have there is a 4-hour imbalance, clear as day. So price could be magnetized towards that, simultaneously tap into this daily resistance, give us our entry model, and then we could potentially get a nice short position down into here. And look at that 61.8% extension alignment. It actually aligns with, or very close to, this daily level right there. Okay, and again, this is an area that I've been talking about for a couple of weeks now at least. Why that specific area? Because from this low to that high, if I get the Fibonacci, from this low to that high, this is the 50 and 61.8% area which I'm interested in buying GBP USD. If and when we reach down into here and we get our confirmation to go long, then I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to take partials off as we reach certain levels going up in the leg. I've just found that works best for me. You've got traders that want to hold it to highs, and that's TP1, and that's fine, or whatever you want to do. Obviously, as long as you've got the data to back it up, that's fine. You know, no one can tell you any different. But that's just the way I like to do things. If I'm in a long from down here, then I'm going to be taking positions off as we sort of go up, and potentially even scale in as well with the same techniques and the same methods. Because what we'd want to see is, let me just take that off a moment. What we'd want to see is, if that is the case, then let's say, for example, I'm just going to draw on price. Just bear with me a moment. Let's say price comes up to here, comes down, and then it might do something like this, might start to form bullish structure. This and this, and a potential another one. This is where I'm going to be scaling in to go long as well, if price does that. Typically it can do it. I've seen it happen many times. I call it the ripple effect. So what price will do, we've had it here as well. This was actually a buy position that I did share to the members. Those of you that have been members since here and before, so we're looking at March right now, you'll remember this pump up here. If it was a FOMC news event that actually took us to a 1 to 4 or 1 to 5. But basically price achieved a discount here of this leg. And then look what price did. It went up, came back down, achieved another discount. So it was a ripple effect. And then we got into another trade. So that's basically what I'm looking for if we come down to that area, first of all. Obviously, we are here right now. So we'll have to see what we do at this high here, because if we start to break this high with a candle closure, I'm going to be very wary, but I'm also still going to be waiting for that, because that could potentially just be a false breakout and then take out the early buyers potentially. We've always got to be one step ahead of these markets. So that's GBP USD. If there is any trades, I will put them in the Discord, same as always really. And moving on to USD CAD. So USD Canadian dollar. So in yesterday's live session, I outlined my thesis of this pair and where we could potentially be going and what it's reacting from and why. So just to recap, let's go to the 12-month time frame. So this is the 12-month quote resistance. This is the close and the open of these two candles back in 2015 and 2016. You can see price has reacted once, 2, 3, 4 times. So this is the 4th year that price has revisited this area. Is this now time for this to break, or are we going to roll over to the downside? What we've done is we've achieved this sort of yearly support as well, to keep note of as well. right there, yearly support, and there as well, break, retest. What I'm going to go on now is the 3-month time frame. Okay. So on the 3-month time frame, just going down gradually, step by step. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take these. I'm going to take these weekly areas away, just so we're not too congested. Okay, so on the 3-month time frame, the quarterly time frame, you can see I've marked on those highs there, right? Number one, that is liquidity, right? That is liquidity, no question about it, because it's relative equal highs. Price hasn't spiked above that and then reversed. Prices just came below. So you can imagine the stop losses above that area for people that have gone short, holding this long term potentially. What we have above this, looking to the left-hand side, is a 3-month imbalance. Okay? It's a 3-month imbalance. Clear as day. We can all see that and we can all agree that that is a 3-month imbalance with liquidity resting below. So this might be a telltale sign that longer term, this could be heading up towards there. Now, that's the prices of 1.47, 1.48, even 1.5, even higher than that, 1.54. Sort of around that area. Now, in terms of pips from the current market price, you're looking at 1,000 pips away right now. But that's all well and good, giving it a long-term projection. But what's going on in the intra-week and intraday time frame? So let's have a look, because I'm not just going to wait for that, and that could be a couple of years until that's reached. Who knows? So it's very important to obviously apply the skills to the lower time frames as well. So this is the monthly resistance that price sort of created. Coming off the back of this yearly resistance, and price has come into that and wicked into it, and it's dragged it back down. You can see this is a monthly candle right now. Price has been dragged back down. We've obviously got 1 day and 9 hours left of this candle to close. If it closes like this, it could be a sign that the next month of July could want to continue to the downside, but it's not 100% going to happen that way. Obviously, we've just got to take these signs as a pinch of salt and manage our risk accordingly, as we know. If we now go into the weekly time frame, this is why I'm sort of favouring the bullish side of things for now, at least. What we've ran into, let me just take that off the weekly. That, by the way, is a daily support, which I'll explain in a moment. What we've done on the weekly is wicked into this weekly support. Very clearly done that. Just reading price action, reading the candles, reading, what price is potentially telling us or hinting to us. We've had a break above this area. 1.36 as well. Very psychological round number for this. 1.36 breaks above. We've had 1, 2, 3. This is the 4th week where price has spiked into 1.36. And we've had another rejection from it. So what I'm looking at, if I now go to the daily time frame, so I actually ran my Fibonacci from this low to that high relative to the 4-hour structure. Now what I've got on here is actually the ripple effect once more, but actually on USD CAD this time. Let me first of all just go through the 4-hour once more with everyone. So this is the 4-hour structure coming out of this yearly resistance. Following the red dots, we had an initial break of bullish, first sign of bullish momentum. Price breaks back below, lower high, lower low. This was all internal structure to this leg here. Price then does what? Breaks above that high right there. You can see I've got 4-hour break, so a break of structure, BOS. And then what price has now done is come down into an extreme discount of this entire leg. So from this low to that high, price has come down, wicked into that weekly support region at 1.36 handle, and had a huge reaction from there. So what this tells me is price doesn't want to hang around here for very long. Okay, so with that in mind, and with the fact that the 4-hour is bullish, this could be a nice little trade that's setting up right now. So if I go to the daily, all I've done is just mark that on right there, which also aligns, as you can see, within a discount of that internal bullish leg. So from the low to that high. So if and when price comes down into here, I would be interested in taking this to the upside once more. My first target would be that area right there. I'm not expecting this to go to the moon. So that's going to be the first. Remember I said a moment ago, I don't know if my mic was on at that point. Basically, I was saying a moment ago, when I do get into these kinds of trades, I take money off the table as we climb up. So this is going to be my TP1, if that's the way you want to word it. And what I also want to say as well is, look at this 61.8% extension. Aligns with the monthly resistance. Okay, so if we just go to the monthly, that is that right there. That. So 1.37774 back to the 4 hour. That's that right there. 1.3774. So 7774, sorry. So that's very, very interesting. So like I say, if and when we come down into here, that's our 50-61.8 zone. 61.8 zone. Could get a reaction up to there. Maybe even up to there as well. Potentially even higher. But we'll have to see what happens there, because that also aligns with the dollar being bullish, like we've just spoken about. But I also said that we could come down short term into there before we continue to go higher, which would also actually align with this. This could play around for quite some time. We could have consolidation for instance, that amount of time. Then we might get a spike down into here, and then we might move to the upside. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. That's our job as traders, to keep an eye on the markets and be aware at all times. So that's pretty much it for this live session. Got a fly flying around. Thank you for everyone once again for tuning in. If you do have any questions, you know where we are, you know where to find us. Obviously through the Discord as well, you've got that for the members that are involved with the Pro Trader and the MBA members as well. You know where to find us in there. We've got the Discord group open, so you've got access to us if you've got any questions about anything regarding trading. But other than that, thank you for watching, and I will catch you all in this afternoon's second live session. So that's going to be at 3:30 p.m. Thank you once again, everyone. Take care. Trade safe. Cheers.